Hey, I'm John Greaves III. I'm the co-founder of Garage Gym Life, and today I want to talk to you guys about the Bob and Brad D6 Pro massage gun. If you've been watching the channel for any length of time, you know that I am a huge fan of Bob and Brad products because I think they occupy that sweet spot in the massage gun space where they're not super expensive, but they're also a lot more effective than the low budget massage gun options that you might see on Amazon. And the cool thing about the D6 Pro is we were sent this D6 Pro because Bob and Brad agreed to sponsor our live stream of the USPC Shack Showdown 2025. So it was a 2-day meet and we were running the live stream. And the reason why I think it's cool is because typically when you see massage gun videos or reviews of massage guns, the person who's doing the review has pretty much evaluated the massage gun themselves. A lot of times they've just opened it up and that's the extent. So you're essentially getting a first impression. In this case, because they sponsored that event, we actually took the massage gun with us. And I just handed it to people and said, hey, go ahead and give this a try and let me know what you think. And it was really cool seeing the looks on different powerlifters' faces as they were using the D6 Pro massage gun, because these are big people in some cases. And they've been doing a lot of training with heavy weights up to this event. So the knots in their muscles were real, you know, and some of these less expensive massage guns that you can buy and get on Amazon for whatever, just don't have the percussive force to be able to actually make any change in their tissue. So essentially you use it and you don't even feel a thing. So I can tell you right off the bat that most of the powerlifters there were really impressed with what they saw from the Bob and Brad D6 Pro.
It feels amazing. Hot cheeks already.
Wow, pause.
Good.
I love the
Are you okay, Doug?
Yeah, I'm doing amazing.
Another thing that I did not realize was going to happen is there was a licensed massage therapist there, and she actually was working on one of the powerlifters who I know. Shout out to my guy, Douglas Carlson. Doug actually had a pretty bad motorcycle accident, and he's actually coming back now, trying to recover and get back on the platform. So the massage therapist used the massage gun on Douglas, and she was able to give me her professional opinion about it. And I'll go into what she said a little bit later on. But first, I'm going to go ahead and pop this thing open because you guys didn't come here to hear me blab about hearsay. You want to see how this thing works. So when you open it up, obviously it's already been unboxed because I just told you we used it all weekend long. So what comes in the box case, is this a case? Yeah, the case is the massage gun unit itself. What you also get are the bag of massage heads. So once again, you've got several attachments in there. And when you open the bag up, you see them all. You've got the ball head, which is really where all massage guns started. Somebody, I don't know who, got I believe it was either a drill, an impact, or it was maybe a reciprocating saw. And he replaced the actual thing that was supposed to be with it with something else and put a tennis ball on it. And that's where these all started. So just about every massage gun you get is going to have this round head. In order to insert the head, you can't just push it in. Instead, you have to screw them in. And that is great because I've had issues with cheaper massage guns where I pull on it and it comes out. But with these, if you pull on it, all that happens is it just lengthens it. You just push it right back in. You have to twist it in and you unscrew it to get it back out. And the thing I like about the Bob and Brad round head is it is just firm enough. So I have a fairly strong grip. I squeeze it and it doesn't deform the round head when I squeeze it. Okay, so that means that if you're pressing really hard, it's not going to deform it. It's not going to give under the pressure. It's going to actually still affect your tissues in the way you want it to. So you've got that one. And then this is the standard ball. Both the large ball and this standard ball you would use on big soft tissue areas like your IT band. In fact, I'm going to use it for my IT band when I get done with this video because I got to get on the treadmill and run before I start lifting. But anyway, so you get the standard ball, then you're going to get a bullet head, and that's the one that honestly is one of my favorite ones. Typically, if you get somebody who lifts a lot of weights, they're going to want to use this bullet head. Personally, I would use it at my pec delt tie-in right here. I don't know what the scientific name for that area is, but I just know it's the pec delt tie-in. I would also use it if I was going to attack where my lats are really, really tight and go in here into my intercostals. Just dig right in there. I'm not actually going into my ribs, okay? But I'm saying like these muscles right here, just to get this right at the bottom of your armpit, because that's what you want to do. If you want to recover your overhead shoulder, you got to get your lats to loosen up. Much more effective than laying on the ground, rolling on a foam roller. If you have a sensitive area, I would say for maybe something like your Achilles tendon, if that gets angry, so you do a lot of running, this is your air cushion, and I would probably start with this one because this is going to be a little bit more forgiving. You've also got this little paddle head. This is kind of like gua sha if you've done any kind of Grastons, and you're going to use that to go up and down somewhere like your forearm. So if you do a lot of bicep curling, you do a lot of grip work, or if you do a lot of gripping at work, you're going to be very, very tight here, and you can use this to loosen this up. I typically use something like this before any kind of bench press session because that's going to help make sure I don't have any elbow pain while I'm benching. Little pro tip for you. And this one was the star of the show. So this head has heat, and you should have seen people's faces when I put this in, because this is the one I would give them. I said, all right, look, I'm going to give you this massage gun, let you play with it, huh? But I'm just going to warn you, this heats up. And they all looked at me like on purpose. I said, yeah, it's supposed to heat up. So once they tried it, they're like, oh, that's beautiful, because they were able to use it to warm up. We had one guy who was warming up for the bench press, and he was able to use this heat head on his muscles before he went to warm up for the bench press. And I mean, we're talking about 400-pound, 500-pound bench pressers, okay? All right, Joshua Land, 209 kilos, 460.7 pounds. Let's see what he does with it. Getting set up there. Getting wedged on that bench. Okay. Good on rack. Touch your chest. Good explosive lift. Let's see what the judges say. 3 white lights. Good lift. To turn it on, there's going to be 2 buttons at the top, and the top button turns it on. So you press the top button, long press it, and it's going to come on. It's automatically going to start out at 1500 RPMs. Single press, going to take you up to 1900. Then to 2100, 2300, and finally 2500. And then the bottom button lets you go back down. You can go to 23, 21, 19, 17, back to 15. And if you want to turn it off, you press the top button, you long press the top button, and it's off. So if I had let this keep going, the head would heat up, and I'll show you guys that next. It's already gotten a little bit warm. But like I said, this is hands down one of the best tools that I have found in just the Bob and Brad family of products. But this thing feels very, very beefy. It's very heavy duty. Now, that goes to what the massage therapist said. And it's maybe the only con that I've heard about this.
But like for me, it was like the button things that.
Yeah.
If you ask me for myself, I wouldn't buy it.
Right.
For myself to work on everything.
Oh, yeah. So I would say that this is something definitely for, well, somebody to use on themselves. And go to a different place.
I love.
Are you okay, Doug?
Yeah, I'm doing amazing.
She's using it on someone else. So she's having to use her body weight as leverage, and she kept on pressing this top button so it would cut off the massage gun. So that is a valid concern if you are someone who's a massage therapist and you want to have greater leverage or whatever. But here is a solution. So this unit allows you to change the angle. So there is a release button right here. You press that on the side. Now you've got it in this position. And see, then you long press again. And I'll get my wife, baby, could you stand on this side so we don't hit the mic? And Naomi will demonstrate how you can use it if you're massaging someone else. So go ahead, get my trap. All right, and so she's able to get some decent pressure there. And I'll lay back and you can get my chest right here. So, hold on. Okay. All right. Okay, and so I felt like she was getting decent pressure. Did you feel like you were getting good pressure?
Yeah.
And you had good control? Okay, so that's not something that has to be a detriment. Obviously, you like what you like, but to me, this gives you a lot of options. A couple other things that come in the package are there is some lubrication that you can use on this sleeve right here that goes in and out. But I will just be honest with you, I have never used that grease because I never had to. I will also tell you that my entire family gets excited. And I mean uncles, cousins, aunts, everybody. They all get excited whenever I get any of the Bob and Brad massage guns because they basically try to talk their way into getting them from me because they are such big fans of this product. And I think you'll be a fan as well. Click the link in the video description to grab this for you. And if by chance you follow the link and you decide that you don't want the D6 Pro, Bob and Brad has a ton of other massage guns that I think that you will like. Just find the one that works best for you. But most importantly, if they ask you how you found about them, tell them Garage Gym Life Media sent you.